In this video, I'm going to try something a bit different and take my W212 E63 out on track for my very first track day. So first things first, I needed to get the car ready. One thing to address was the tires. I've been rocking these old Michelin Pilot Sport AS3s since I got the car, and now they are low on tread, and of course, all-season tires don't do well on track. I did make sure to get the last out of them before the new tires arrived. Unfortunately, the Michelin 4S in the size that I needed was out of stock, so I decided to give Continental a try and ordered the Extreme Contact Sport 2s and got them mounted. I have to say these are nice looking tires in this size and are supposed to be a direct competitor to the Michelin 4S. Once they were mounted, I had them dressed up with some diluted CarPro Pearl, which I think looks very good. I moved on to the brakes, which needed a fluid flush, and while I was there, I also replaced the rear pads with the OE Brembo parts. Then I bled the brakes from right rear to right front, and then finally left front using just an Amazon bleeder. For fluid, I'm using the Super .4. I can always switch to a more track-oriented fluid later on. I fitted the wheels to the car as well as a 10mm rear spacer and 3mm front just so the wheels sit right. With that done, I checked all the other fluids and the car was ready. I took the car for a shakedown drive and to bed in the rear pads. Stopped to meet some friends, including one with a very special 2011 E63 wagon from Japan. Interesting spec with no sunroof too. Only 500 of these were made in total with the M156. Anyways, on to the track day. The E63 212 is supposedly a decent performer on track. This old German magazine shows that it was only a few tenths slower than a CLK 63 Black Series on better tires, and faster than an E92 M3 or E60 M5 on Hockenheim Short, which is a flat open track. Today I'm going to Mission Raceway, which is a 2.2 kilometer track just about an hour outside of Vancouver, BC. It's just freshly had a few turns repaved, and it's also notorious for its concrete walls, which don't give that much room for error. I signed up for a BMW Club event because that's what the BMW guys do. A helmet is required for this track, so I got a Stig-style one at my local auto parts store for a good price with a Snell 2020 certification, so it's good for at least another 5 years. Arriving at the track in the evening, I met a gentleman with an AMG GTR Pro, an absolute beast. Still one of the fastest track-focused cars ever made, and I believe that there were only 750 of these in total. It has the same 577 horsepower M178 engine as the standard GTR, but the Pro gets improved racing-style adjustable coilovers, spherical bearings for the control arms instead of rubber bushings, lightweight anti-roll bars, and aerodynamic upgrades among other things over the standard GTR. Cool to see a rare car ripping on the track. This is my first time on track, but luckily they had some good instructors here at this event. In my novice group, there was what you would expect, BMW M4s and such. A buddy of mine showed up with his new GR Corolla. You wouldn't think much of it other than the cool color, but look at that carbon roof. I just quickly mounted up my phone for the last session, and the instructor just ended up staying in the car for the whole session. Here's a lap of the track, just taking it easy, still with the instructor. Coming onto the main straight here. Braking for turn 1.
Save.
This section was just freshly repaved and it's super smooth. Turn 2 is another slow turn, and then we accelerate along the barrier to turn 3. Another very slow turn. Squeezing the throttle out of here. And into turn 4, taking a bit of curb on the inside.
There you go. How'd that feel? Well done.
Now
There
hugging
it
the
is.
edge of turn 5.
You got it.
And then gently accelerating out of turn 6. Braking for turn 7, and just going over the curbs here as well, and for turn 8. And then turn 9 is the last turn, right around to the main straight, and that's a lap. I did at least 8 laps in this last session, and it was super fun, and the car held up pretty well. The tires were not stressed at all because I wasn't pushing hard, and the brake pedal felt pretty good for the whole day. The oil temperatures got up to 125 degrees Celsius, which is totally normal. If anything to mention, the 3 to 4 shift felt slightly delayed at the very end of the day. So I definitely think for the next time, a good fluid and filter service won't hurt, and it's also good to check and make sure the fluid level is perfect. After the last session, the GTR owner was cooling down his carbon ceramic brake discs with leaf blowers, which had custom fittings to plug into his brake ducts. Pretty cool, just like how they do it in Formula 1. For my next visit, I'll do a better camera setup for sure, because this is not at all capturing what it's like to be behind the wheel here. Definitely need to do some flyby shots next time as well. One thing is for certain, this is a lot of fun, probably the most fun I've had driving. It's a decent track, and the view of Mount Baker in Washington State is very good from here, especially in the evening. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, take a look at my store. Link is in the description. If you want to see more Mercedes and AMG content, subscribe for more videos like this one.
Back to throttle. Good. Back to brake. There we go.